Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the next episode of this game Devlog. And yesterday, we completed our order system. We added some features like a level complete UI where we could see how many customers we have served, number of successful orders, number of failed orders, what is the average rating that the customer giving to a per order, and total tips and total earnings. So let's see what we can do next. Um, let's open up Notepad first. Um, Customers, order manager. Let's just discard this one. Let's first check if we have pushed our project to Git. Nope. We have added a level complete UI. Let's go through our project again and let's figure out what we can do next. Firstly, I think that the total tip wasn't, we weren't able to see the tip because of the randomness. So let's just change this to 100% tip chance. And the amount per tip is 5, so yes, let's see what happens if we play our game. Let's spawn some customers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's just 0, meet, meet, meet. How about customer? Let's wait for him to get concerned. Then we complete one order. Let's add another customer. Okay, so for some reason, although current customer is empty, this is not being populated and they're waiting. Okay, and why is that? Total tips is 0, which is incorrect. So let's fix this first, and then we will move on to doing something else. Why is total tip 0? Customer. Are we calling tip give tip? Customer has tip. Let's see if we can see that log over here. Customer has tip 0. Customer has tip 0. What is Recipe cost is 100. So let's see how we are calculating our tips. If our recipe cost is 100, right? And so no, our customer tip in amount percentage is 5 divided by 100, which is 0.05, right? And the get tip percentage is, let's say, 1. First, we need to multiply recipe cost, that it would become 5. Multiply this by 1. It should be 5, right? But for some reason, is this an integer? Yeah, this is the issue. We need to change this to a float. Um, so the issue was that when we were multiplying tip percentage divided by 100, because it's an integer, it doesn't have a floating point value, so it was rounding this off to 0. So that is why this chunk became 0, and whatever we multiply 0, it becomes 0, right? So this was the issue. That is why our tips weren't calculating correctly. So let's check again. One, let's just change the value to maybe 30. 30 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. I'll just quickly add some customers and just as quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0. Complete order. Complete order. Complete order. Complete order. What? Is there some kind of an issue? So yeah, now our total tips is 20, right? Customer served 5, successful orders 4, failed 0, average order rating 2. Well, I should change the order rating to, I guess, also a floating point, because out of, if we have served 5 people and out of 5, 4 has given us 3 stars. So why are we seeing 2 in average rating? Customer, what about this? Should be okay. Let me just quickly check one thing for a second. Good. Now, to average is average by. Let's do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Complete. Just not complete this one. If we have served 5 customers and only everyone 4 customers gave us 3 stars, 12 divided by 5 is 2.2. So is correct. Total tips 20. Earnings 400. I guess we need to add total tips to our total earnings, right? Maybe we should show this as 400 plus 20 being the amount in tips. But let's just maybe in the future when we work on some effects and some UI um, animations and stuff. We will change this, like we can decrement it over time and at the same time increment total earnings. Just adding this over here and removing everything from here after some time. Anyways, this part is done, but I need to check one more thing. There was an error. Let's debug this to maybe let's spawn a couple of customers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's just complete every single order. There is this error. Routine is null. Okay, let's add some null checks. What if I add why isn't this moving back to current customers? No measure function set in this nodes config. What? Are we decrementing current queue? Let's see. Current queue count. Why are we doing this? Okay, what was the null check? Um, just refresh the console. Let's just play our game again and figure out what's if the issue persists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's complete the order. Complete, complete, complete. Then let's add. Okay. It's about our current queue count. 3. Why? Why is it raised? Very strange. Let's go through this again and let's see how our current queue count is affected. It is incremented. 2, 3. Isn't it decrementing? Customer is leaving restaurant. Removing customer left the restaurant, right? Leaving. What is going on? Oh, current queue count increments by 1. Maybe we need to change order to maybe like this because it should work. Whenever I add a customer, right? But it should decrement. Let's see if it breaks our game or not. Spawning customers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's complete their orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it is becoming 0. Let's spawn a couple of customers. Let's do this again. Let's spawn another. What? Some kind of this exception comes up. No major function set in node config. What is this? Complete an order. It's looking fine, but there is an exception. If this has to do with something Unity engine specific, like UI element something, I'm not sure. I guess we are right. "15 customers served, 10, 2 were in the queue. Average order rating is 1.8. Total tips 35, turning 1000. Now everything seems to be working correctly. The only thing that I think that is an issue is the loop. Gameplay loop isn't completing as it should, because although our time has ended, but we have some customers to serve, right? So the level complete UI should only be shown to us whenever every customer in front of us has either failed their order, or maybe we have completed their order. So yeah, I think we should check. Start level timer when level timer is complete. Don't show it right now. If current customers maybe it's current queue count is not equal to 0, and current we need to add some delay. Till our queue count becomes 0. Let's see if it is working. Um, let's set this to maybe 10, and we will control this by adding customers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 10 seconds, we should not get a level complete UI. Oh, so this isn't working correctly. Maybe the check wasn't right, and customer in waiting queue dot count is not equal to 0, which is not equal to 0. Um, and wait for like current count, which was 3, is not it is not equal to 0, right? So this checks out, and customer in waiting queue dot count is not equal to 0. Customer waiting count was this, so Q is 2. We'll just do this, right? No, sorry. While it should be like this. So I wasn't looping through the code, so that's why it just only worked for only one time. Now let's see. It shouldn't show us any level complete UI, and I think it's working fine now. Let's complete orders. Okay, so this is an issue. Do we really need to check if there are any customers in waiting queue? I don't think so, because there is that one little gap, and that I'm thinking of maybe create an issue for us later. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's wait for maybe 10 seconds. The level complete UI is not showing up. Let's complete orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Very nice. Everything is working, but root process exception. Routine is null. Okay. I need to add some let's spawn some customers and quickly complete the order. There are no exceptions. Let's increase our level time to maybe 30 seconds, so we have some room to play around. Okay, so let's spawn some customers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was an exception, and I am object dispose, so it's unity related. So I think we should not be alarmed by this. Let's complete order for second index. Let's complete order for first index, for zero index, and everything is completing. So yeah, okay. 12 customers served, 12 successful orders, total tips 50, earnings 1200. I think I should change this font to something else because this looks like an S or an 8, right? So it might look confusing. What is it, an 8? No, it's 50. Okay, average rating was 2.6. Okay, let's change this to 5 seconds, and let's see if we get 3 ratings for everyone. What happens then? Complete. So yes, our order rating is working fine, tips are working fine, everything looks great. So now we need to figure out what we should do next. So I think order system is more or less complete for us. So let's go through it again. Customer is coming to a restaurant. It is placing an order. Order system adds the customer's order to the order queue. It is doing that. Order system starts the patient's timer for the customer. Order system starts the patient's timer for the customer. Actually, no, the customer is doing that. Whenever patience runs out, order system prompts the customer that order has failed and we can change the state. No, the customer is doing that for himself. Whenever the order is delivered, order system tells the customer that your order is successfully completed and you can leave. Yes, this is happening. Customer will then choose to either tip or leave. Everything is working as we planned. So what's the next thing we should do? Maybe we should start working on and the player controller or mechanics. So yeah, let's just use this. What the font is, I like. This is completely fine. Okay, so what do we need in our plate controller? Do we need a player ID? No. Do we? What else do we need? Player will have a health bar? No, that's a neat one. Hmm. Here should have an item list of items. This would become our recipe, right? So it would be something like this. What else? Player will have states. Idle state, walking state. Um, Whenever he is um, using a machine or maybe adding scoop to the ice cream. Busy state, busy. Maybe there would be some power ups and the state would change. I guess these three states are. So I'm thinking if we should maybe use uh, let's say that we have this doll over here and this is our working bay or working area, and we have some machines like this would be our uh, maybe this would be our cone biscuit dispenser. This would be a cup dispenser, something like this. Maybe we have uh, chocolate scoop dispenser over here, vanilla. Okay, so should we add a command queue system? So if we are over here and let's say I press I click on this machine, right? The cone machine, because there's a customer over here and he says that please give me a chocolate cone maybe, or maybe a chocolate strawberry cone. So whenever I click here, the player state changes from idle to walking, right? This state is walk, and when he reaches over here, the state changes to busy. So like if um, the cone biscuit dispenser takes maybe 1 second to finish to give us our cone biscuit, so maybe we can, in that time, we can click over here and maybe our chocolate machine, and then again click in strawberry. So whenever we are busy, these commands will be queued up. So 2 and 3. So whenever we finish up over here from the cone dispenser, our player would walk up to um, the chocolate machine by himself and do complete the scooping of the ice cream cone, and then he would go to the next strawberry scoop dispenser, and that way we would achieve, it would make it much more easier for our users to manage the orders. What if instead of, let's say, instead of giving our customer a strawberry, the user mistakenly clicks on the vanilla machine as a third step, right? So what we can do is, if the player is in busy state of maybe second action, he can choose to re-click this machine over here, and then the command or the action will be reversed. Or maybe he is in let's see, 1, 2 and 3. Maybe he is in the first step and he is busy, but for some reason he clicked on the wrong machine at part action 2. So if he clicks on the action 2, the next action would automatically be discarded. So if he clicks to discard this action second, so the next one should also be discarded. I think this would be the right approach, and he would just need to click everything again. So let's go with this approach. Okay, we have 3 states. Let's gameplay loop for our player. Customer arrives at his ordering spot. Customer places this is these two steps are complete. Okay, now player prepares the order. By going through some steps. Increase the window window size. Okay, then what are those steps? Click on every ingredient, every machine which gives us an ingredient. Wait for the machine to give us that ingredient, and then on to the next. Then we click on here state changes to okay. Here state changes to busy. Some time each start processing the order. And player thinks that the order is complete with if is that he has prepared the order. Click on the customer to deliver the order. Here the current order list. So let's create this first. This whole we need to check if every single action has been done. Then we will move on to, after completing this, achieving this, we will move on to implementing a queue command system. Maybe I guess by using a command pattern. I am not sure if I will use that. Okay. Let's just start implementing this. We have a new player controller. We'll will have the list of item and current okay. We need to have some clear states. The kingdom is the clear states. Okay, we need to now update our. Let's just change this to 4 minutes and add some maybe a customer bench. Um, like just to maybe horizontal layout and font size filter. We need to add some spacing, maybe 25, 25, 25, like this. And increase. Whenever we spawn, okay, we need to customer change the name to customer UI. Read this, maybe add an add a folder and put it over here. Customer bench. Or maybe we should update order system and add this over here. Or maybe you should use utility manager. Maybe we should create a debug manager. I guess for now we can add everything over here in the order system. Let's add a customer bench first. Customer and we will instantiate. We can also pool this for better performance, but I don't think that we will be doing that as of yet. We will be just instantiating as we go. Instantiate customer UI prefab to customer bench, and then what thinking about some performance, so that's why I was thinking if I should create a list of game objects and then add the instantiated game objects to a list and then destroying them whenever we don't need them anymore. But let's go with this private game object, really game object. That component, it could be a button. With listen from add listen, and this would be private customer object. Although we have clicked on the customer, but we are not actually checking if whenever we click a customer, the player controller should know which customer it is clicking. Maybe I need to tap into our event system and then get the game object from there based on the button we have clicked. this will be tied to this customer, current customer, or this one. Customer. Do this. We have a get recipe. Maybe we should create a get recipe. We know what recipe to check whenever we click. Like if I click over here, the on-click listener would be set to this on customer click, but how would we know the recipe then? How about this would be easier to do. Let's just add a customer logic component over here, and maybe we can also add a purchase level indicator. Anyway, so the customer was saved, and debug recipe was chocolate cone, and I think that we should add some sort of a patience meter. Could be built, so we need something maybe just like this. Anyways. Let's go back to this. How about we change the color of our image to where's the patience meter? This. So this would be green. This would be green. Mhm. At the start, but let's add some colors. Public color. Curious. Maybe we should also add a happy color. We don't know if we want to add some power-ups too in our game. Maybe some kind of a trait that will increase the patience level back or fill the patience meter back. So then we would also need a happy color to change it back to its original color. Happy color. Here, change patience level indicator dot color is equal to happy color. Yes. We go back. Yes. And we should match our current color with this one. Change this to orange. Blue. Okay. I'm not going to animate this as of yet, but the state, we would see the state being changed. So patience level indicator dot fill amount is equal to it will be we won't be doing this over here. We will be doing this over this would be, let's do it random, maybe 0.3, and then this too. And then this 0, and it will appear that the patience meter is gone. Okay, so can we test this out? instead of instantiating this the one that is instantiating. Let's change this to something like pause this and maybe we need click on storage. Very nice. Something like this, and we not need this over here. Are there any exceptions? Yes. On customer click, we need to pass this in the utility manager, and customer click. Now, what we can do is we can pass customer logic over here. So, print customer dot get component customer logic, and now we have customer's logic. Now, whenever our player manager clicks on the customer, player manager, player controller can, whenever we click on the system world, maybe when we need something like this, your system and whenever we List of recipe item, layer, order in. Okay, so layer controller. Let's first check if our customer system is working. Customer bench. This is customer bench. Server value. How about this? Let's spawn 1, 2, 3, 4. This is incorrect. But let's see. What? Null exception. Why? Okay, I forgot to add patience level over here. Okay. Maybe we can open up right over here and add our patience level indicator. Forgot to save this in the prefab and apply the prefab, so I need to do it all over again. Patience level. Color, copy this color value. Paste it over here. We can apply. So now we can actually see our customers coming to a restaurant, and we can also see what patience level they are having right at the moment. Let's check one thing real quick. Order system. No, Security manager. What if I spawn a couple of customers and we can observe if the customers who are waiting for their turn are actually changing their patience level or not. No, they are not changing their patience level, which is the correct logic. Now they will change their patience level. Why is film a small mistake? We haven't changed this to filled amount, so now this will work. For the final time, response some customers. Yes, now it's working correctly. I think this is it for today. We have done a lot of progress, and I hope that I find you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.